Hi everybody, this is Nancy. I'm out in my garden and I thought I would share with you a little bit of how I'm organizing my garden for the spring. I talked about keeping a garden journal and making a plan, and I thought it might be helpful for you to see. So this is a map of the beds that I have, the original beds that I have in my backyard, which I had many of them rebuilt a couple years ago. I'm just going to scan up to show you. There's a series of 10 beds at the bottom of the hill, a walkway, and then more beds at the top of the hill, which includes raspberries and asparagus. So if you look at this, and on the outside, there's a whole border of mountain mint and all kinds of tansys and chives and herbs that basically help the pollinators. So now you look back on this, and what you're going to see is that I have the beds numbered. The beds on the lower left are a little too shady now for growing most vegetables. I do have my garlic in, as you can see from this, and I mark on the side. I go through last year and the year before, and if I had grown tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, potatoes, Solanaceae, I write no SOL, no Solanaceae. If I grew another crop, I'd say no cucumbers, no escarole. So I'm trying to figure out how to rotate my families. I also, where I show a line down the center of the bed, that's where I have trellises set up. And where I show a hoop, that's where I think I'm going to have to use row covers. So it's kind of fun because I just worked on this yesterday, and you can see I haven't filled it all in yet, but I'm getting there. The next page is not as neat. I didn't do this on graph paper. These are my 3 new beds, my strawberry tower, and a couple of wheelbarrows and pots. And it's kind of sunny here, but you can maybe see, if I slowly walk over, what I'm talking about. So I have different types of clay-like plastic pots. I've got a series of 3 new raised beds on this side of the yard where there's sun. This is my strawberry tower, and these are some of my row covers that I left out over the winter. I'm drying them out. These are 3 smart pots I just planted with radishes and carrots with the moon phase. And there's more containers and pots down there. I haven't cleaned up that part of the garden yet because that's stems and stalks that are hollow, and I'm waiting. And there's even a wheelbarrow back there that I'm going to fill with spinach this year. So it's fun to think about this. Because, we've only just begun. It's April, and we're only just beginning. But if you think about how you're going to plan everything, and you think about succession cropping, and you think about rotation, you too can play around with this and make a little bit of a grid or a sketch for yourself. If you look at this, it goes all the way back to the year 2008. My first year when I built my raised beds. And it gets really dirty and really messy as the years go by, with all kinds of garden notes, all kinds of stuff about what I plan to do, little projects. Here's 2020. So I'm trying to keep it a little bit neater now by drawing it out and really working on it in the house and thinking hard about what I'm going to plant where. So far I've planted sugar snap peas, carrots, radishes. I have my garlic in. I planted lettuce in a window box, and it's April 4th. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Okay, just thought I'd like to share that with you. Bye-bye.